We are here on KRFC, Fort Collins, live and local, and what kind of an epic show. This is an international show. We have a very well-respected international musician. Lilly Drumeva is with us in the KRFC studio. Welcome, Lilly.
Hello, nice to be here.
Really wonderful. We're going to be getting to know sort of the mission that you've been on since 1995, and we're also here with Chad Fisher and a couple of his pals from the new group Lineage. Hello, Chad.
Hello.
I've gotten to know you a bit through the years here with your incredible music, and you're teaching some of the great youth that I've been lucky to have on the show here. Tell us, now Evan Neal is one of the members of your band. I've gotten to know him. He was over at Channel 10 with your previous incarnation of Lonesome Traveler. And tell us the two gentlemen you brought with us who are in your band Lineage.
Well, I brought Doug Crowell from Loveland. Actually, he brought himself. And then Michael Fritz, I did pick him up.
How do you do?
Hello, you two.
Yep, he's from Fort Collins, and Doug is from Loveland.
Really great to have you both here. This is the first time that I've met these two gentlemen.
Good pals. Good guys.
Yeah. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to thank Kathy Lynch, by the way, friend and mother of a very theatrical son, Kyle, buds with the Forte 201 group. But Kathy lived in Bulgaria, Lilly, and that is where Kathy met you.
That's right, yeah. We used to play in Kathy and Carl's house, and they organized house concerts where they invited the ambassadors and other foreigners to listen to bluegrass music made in Bulgaria.
Yeah, I had inquired with Kathy about wanting to find some way to, in some capacity, collaborate internationally with the music here in Fort Collins. And you're quite the accomplished person, I have to tell you. You've done quite a bit. I think that you're the leading proponent of bluegrass music in Bulgaria, for sure.
Yes, I'm something like a bluegrass pioneer over there. And I promote this beautiful music through my concerts, CDs, my band, my radio shows, and my writings. I'm writing a book on bluegrass music.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of great stuff. So it's really fun, and we're going to talk more about that as we go forward on this live and local show here on KRFC. And the really fun thing is you're here for the week, and I thought it'd be fun to introduce you to some quality bluegrass music here in Fort Collins, so I couldn't think of a better pick than Chad Fisher and his group Lineage. Great to have you all together, and it's been fun watching you meet here in the studio and kind of organize your set and so forth. It's really a thrill, honestly, to have all of you here. This is truly an international show here on the radio station today. So you all did come up with a set list. We're going to hear Blue Moon in Kentucky. We're going to be hearing some Bill Monroe. What do you think it is about Bill Monroe's music that really draws people to him?
Well, many things. The energy, the rhythm, the lyrics, the melodies, the harmonies, the power that is inside this music. And it changed my life, and that's why I'm in it. But also the community. Bluegrass musicians are like brothers and sisters. They meet and they play together, and it's a friendly bunch of people. That's why I like it.
I agree. The sense of community around it is really it's just great to see. And, you can, if you're a touring band, you can stop anywhere that has a bluegrass band, and chances are they're going to put you up in their place for the night or whatever. So they'll come out and see your show and maybe sit in with you. So we found that through bluegrass music, we have friends all over the country, and now all over the world. So it definitely stretches out pretty far, even though it is a really small community of people. It's pretty cool.
There is so much energy in it. The banjo, the rhythm guitar, the mandolin, the bass. It's a very up-tempo, energetic music.
Doug and Mike, you have any comments about that?
Well, as far as Bill Monroe goes, I think it's also safe to say that when you want to study bluegrass music, you follow it right to Bill Monroe, and you learn what he did, since he's considered the father of the music.
And I really like the traditional component where, people from all over can get together like right now and just pick out songs we've never played before together, and hopefully it sounds pretty good.
All right, well, we're going to go into this first song. This is a Bill Monroe song, Blue Moon in Kentucky.
The Blue Moon of Kentucky, performed by Lineage and Lilly Drumeva. shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. While it was on a moonlight night, the stars shining bright, and whisper from on high that your love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. When it was on a moonlight night, the stars shining bright, and they whisper from on high that your love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I said the moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I said the moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. While it was on a moonlight night, the stars shine bright. Whisper from on high, your love said goodbye. I said the moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Yeah! I said the moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I said the moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. While it was on the moon and night, the stars shine bright. Whisper from on high, your love said goodbye. I said the moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue.
That was fantastic. Wow. You know, Lily, I think it would be interesting now, you being from Sofia, Bulgaria. Now, you didn't necessarily really grow up around a whole lot of instruments. How did it kind of change your life? Was there some things that happened where you really got exposed to this music and it really kind of took off for you?
Yes, I wasn't exposed to bluegrass music. You know, you can't hear it in Bulgaria anywhere. Our music is very different. And I'm from the city. My parents are lawyers, so I grew up with the usual pop music of the time of the 80s. Queen, Led Zeppelin, I don't know, Wham, Duran Duran, mostly British pop music. But I discovered bluegrass music later in life, in my 20s, when I was studying in Vienna, Austria, and I saw a concert of Emmylou Harris and the Nash Ramblers, and this show changed my life. I saw a beautiful blonde woman playing a huge Gibson guitar, and she was singing ballads, and the band behind her was fantastic. So this concert changed my life, and basically I wanted to be like Emmylou Harris. I started buying CDs and studied the music, and my life has two parts, from 0 to 22 years old, which is the boring part, and from 22 to now, which is the exciting part.
Yeah, that's really terrific. We are going to hear another Bill Monroe song. This is called Blue Night. Love to let that last note just ring out. That's fantastic. Pretty fun, Lily. Hi. First time playing here in KRFC Green Studio?
Yes, it feels great, and such a fantastic band. You know, we gelled together.
Yeah, I think it's worth saying that we just met Lily about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And, we
no rehearsing, no arrangements.
And it's exciting. At least this is Doug. It's exciting for me to be sitting with her. She's a beautiful singer and accomplished person, so it's exciting.
Yeah,
we keep waiting for her to kick us out.
Yeah, we want her to tell us what to do, and she just wants us to bring it to the
These
table.
guys have such a fantastic groove. Even without the bass, they groove. You know, it's a perfect timing. You know, and my hand feels so light on the guitar because just they carry the groove so well.
Maybe she'll have us in Bulgaria.
Yeah,
we can go on
come
tour.
and visit. I'll find you some gigs.
Great.
really great. Now, speaking of your home country, Bulgaria, now you are, since 1995, have been with founder and leader of Lily of the West. I thought we could talk about the other band members.
Yes, Lily of the West is the name of my band back in Bulgaria. and it was formed in 1996. And the original band members were Cvetan Vlajkov on bass, Rajko Pepelanov on guitar, and Rosen Hristov on banjo, mandolin, and dobro. But since then I changed, many musicians. So the current lineup is Svoboda Buzduganova. Her nickname is Body. She plays bass. A beautiful lady, classically trained. Yasen Vasiliev, acoustic guitar. He plays very jazzy licks sometimes. And Mikhail Shishkov, who plays dobro, piano, mandolin, banjo, and me on guitar and fiddle sometimes.
Watching a number of your YouTube videos, your band, the musicianship in your band is spectacular. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Really something.
Well, these guys, they're classically trained and they play jazz and they're from musical families. So this is what they do. They're professional musicians.
So when being in Bulgaria, it seems like you have really opened up the bluegrass scene in Bulgaria. That's got to be something you're really proud of, that accomplishment. And you continue to do so.
Yes, because I love this music so much. It changed my life and I want other people to know, to hear it, because it's so nice. And I'm working on it. We have more and more fans. It's my mission to promote it. And on every concert I collect emails of fans, and they invite other friends. So we started with a very small fan base, but now we have maybe about 5,000 people who are on my mailing list and who are interested to hear this music. And usually when you invite 5,000, you get 100 to your show. So I'm trying to spread it, although it's very difficult.
And also playing throughout Europe.
Yeah, the European bluegrass scene is fairly small, but it's a very friendly scene. And there are some good festivals in Germany, Switzerland, Czech Republic, England and Ireland, France. But bluegrass music is different in all these countries. In France, it's closer to jazz and the music of Django Reinhardt. In Britain and Ireland, it's more close to the Irish and British folk music. In Germany, it's a bit like the marching polka bands. In Czech Republic, it's funny. They embrace bluegrass music as their own folk music. They sing it in Czech language. And it was the music of protest in the 60s, 70s against communism. So bluegrass music is different in every European country. There is bluegrass music in Japan and Australia. I met a Japanese bluegrass band, Bluegrass 45, and they sing Sitting on the Top of the World in Japanese. I've heard singing Sitting on Top of the World in Spanish. No, I've heard Man of Constant Sorrow in Spanish. Yo son un hombre morto triste. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah. And I think that's the charm of the European bluegrass bands, because they add something, from their home country to the music. And this music is not American anymore because it has gone outside of the United States. But it's not only music, because the social aspect is even bigger than the music itself.
Right. Really true. And something that Chad specifically, with all of his working with the youth, Chad, you're in how many schools now? I thought it was just Laurel, but apparently you're in other schools in the Pooter School District teaching youth bluegrass music.
Actually, I'm not in the schools. My student base has multiple schools involved at my private studio.
Something I mentioned to Lilly the other day when we first met was how bluegrass is really suited to intergenerational collaborations, because you can take a song in its simplest form, which is still melodic and beautiful, and a beginner student can play that. It goes all the way up to somebody like you gentlemen in Lineage, where you can do all sorts of things.
Yeah, it's cool. The tunes, the traditional songs are actually, that I teach the kids, are actually ones that you'll find at jams around here, and hopefully in other regions as well. But we found that, each region kind of has their own jam tunes. But I teach them those songs, and then we can just play them as well, and we can embellish them if we want, or we can play the bare bones melody, and it's still pretty But yeah, it's cool to play with a 5-year-old and then play with someone like us that I'm only 16, and anyway, and then I can play with people that are in their 80s, or whatever. I mean, there's no age limit, there's no requirement, so it's nice.
It's very easy to get started with bluegrass music.
Right.
After an hour you can play a tune. Then the second step to become really good is a big one. That's why you have the beginners and you have the the top players like Alison Krauss and Del McCurry Band, which are virtuosos on their instruments. But the first step is very easy. Then it depends how much you play, how long, and then you can become really good.
And they all support each other too. Like you can
Yeah.
go to a bluegrass festival and see, your favorite musician on stage, and then possibly see him in the campground later picking. And I don't know of any other genre. I'm sure there's a few, but that actually where you can go to a concert and then see the musician out in the parking lot somewhere picking with other friends, or there's no division there like there is in some genres.
People say it's more fun playing it than listening to it.
Right.
It's probably
That's
true.
My wife would attest to that. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to hear Lily talk about how it's interpreted in different cultures too, and how it sounds different. I think that even here in the United States, you can say that it's interpreted differently in the different places that you go. And in Colorado, I think there's a brand of it that, whether you like it or not, it's a little different than the exact traditional out of Tennessee and in Kentucky, and so it's interesting piece of music that lots of people kind of embrace as their own and sometimes make it their own.
So we are having a wonderful time here in the Green Studio at KRFC 88.9 FM. We are here with Lilly Drumeva, who is visiting from Bulgaria, leading proponent of bluegrass music in Bulgaria and beyond. And just a fascinating lady, and we're going to be getting to know her a little bit more as the show goes on. Also here with 3 of the 4 members from the newly formed Lineage, Chad Fisher, Doug Crowell, and Mike Fritz, all here with us. We're doing some great jamming here in the studio. And once again, I want to thank Kathy Lynch for hanging out with us here. We are going to hear a traditional song, Banks of the Ohio, next.
Ask my love to take a walk, just a walk a little way. As we walk along, we talk all about our wedding day. Always say that you'll be mine in a home well happy be down beside where the waters flow on the banks of the Ohio. Took her by her lily white hand, dragged her down that bank of sand. There I throwed her in the ground, and I watched her as she floated down. Always say that you'll be mine in a home well happy be down beside where the waters flow on the banks of the Ohio. There next morning, about 4:30, sheriff's men knocking at my door, saying, young man, come now and go down to the banks of the Ohio. Always say that you'll be Always say that you'll be mine in a home we'll happy be. Down beside where the waters flow, on the banks of the Ohio. Down beside where the waters flow, on the banks of the Ohio.
So we're hearing some fantastic music here in the KRFC studios, KRFC 88.9 FM. Really appreciate everybody being here. This is rather an epic recording in my book.
Appreciate it as well.
Thanks for having us.
You know, we talked about the different types of bluegrass even within the U.S., and that is kind of a nice segue. Lilly, you are here on a Fulbright scholarship.
That's right, yeah.
And you are studying, and you were just in Kentucky and Tennessee. First of all, how do you get a Fulbright scholarship, and kind of what is a Fulbright scholarship?
Fulbright is a grant which was approved after World War II with legislation by Senator William Fulbright, and it is given to students and academics with outstanding achievements in their fields, and it was created to enhance cultural understanding and relationships and peace, basically for peace, because after World War II, Europe was divided, and it wasn't a good place. The world wasn't a nice place to be. So this scholarship was created to bring American students to other countries and people from overseas to the United States to improve in their areas, of research, but also to meet people, to get to know the culture, the way of life, and it all contributes to mutual understanding.
Yeah, so it must be pretty fun. You're in the U.S. and you visited some places actually where bluegrass really originated from.
Yes, I'm studying the industry and history of bluegrass and country music, and I spent 1 month in Bowling Green, Kentucky at Western Kentucky University, and 2 months in Nashville, Tennessee, being based at IBMA, the International Bluegrass Music Association. And now I'm here for a couple of days exploring Colorado and the music scene here.
That's really fascinating. That sounds like a fun thing, gentlemen from Lineage, to be able to do, I would say.
Yes, that sounds like quite the adventure. I don't think we're any. Or I'll speak for myself. I'm not worthy of it. So, but I would like to be.
But you're full of brightness, though, Chad.
Thank you.
The good thing is that with bluegrass music, you can travel the world, and if you find a bluegrass player somewhere, you're welcome in his house. You're usually on his radio show. You join his band. It's such a great community. Some years ago, I visited the United States for IBMA, for the Bluegrass Convention and Festival, but I met a guy from Wisconsin, so he invited me over there, and I spent a week there with his band, and it's just, I call it like the Mason Society, where, everyone who plays is a brother, and you're welcome in his house, and it's the great thing. If Lineage comes to Europe and visits Bulgaria, I'll do the same. We'll find gigs, we'll put them on shows, and we'll do concerts together. We'll definitely have a jam session in my house.
All right. Did you get that recorded so we can do that? I'm going to hold you to it. One thing I realized, because this is a pretty political time right now, is politics aside, doesn't matter, really. Music is what it's all about, and no one ever even talks about it. Or you try not to. But I think that's another cool thing about it, is that, we're all over the place. It's a very diverse group of folks that play bluegrass.
Bluegrass music usually stays away from politics and political
Right.
issues. I haven't heard a political bluegrass song. They're mostly about love, about the nature, about
Murder.
family, God.
Right.
Whiskey.
Yeah. There's
Not
whiskey.
so many about whiskey.
All the ones I
Moonshine.
write.
Yeah.
Well, and Lilly, you're in a unique position to promote this American culture and music as you state your mission to promote this music, because you are really involved in Bulgaria. You have 2 different radio shows and also a television show.
Yes, I'm trying to present bluegrass and country music, but also educate the Bulgarian public about the beauty and the musicianship, everything good that is in these genres. And when I'm here, I'm asking questions like, why do you like bluegrass music? Why do you feel it's your mission to spread it? What do you like about it? Because this is what made me hooked, and I would like more people in Bulgaria to feel the same.
So specifically with talking to folks on your travels, is this going to be put into, say, a book form or journalistic? You're a journalist as well, so this is what
Yes,
you're
for
doing.
10 years I've been hosting a show on Bulgarian National Radio called In the Mood with Lilly, and I'm presenting all the good American genres such as swing, country, bluegrass, rockabilly, blues, and I'm going to release a book connected with the radio show because it will be its 10th anniversary next year, and it's going to have a huge chapter on country and bluegrass music. But I'm not going to write like the whole history, and I'm trying to write it from the perspective of a person who discovered it and loved it. And, you know, I'm not paid to do this. I just love it so much, and I like to do it, like many other people who are involved in this music.
That's really great. We have a final song we are going to hear played by Lilly along with Lineage today. This is another Bill Monroe song, and this is Molly Tinbrooks.
To the bright and shining sun, bright and shining sun, oh, the bright and shining sun. Tinbrooks was a big bay horse, he wore a shaggy mane, running through the hot sun. He beat the Memphis train, beat the Memphis train, oh, he beat the Memphis train. Running in a hot sun puts fever in my head, Lord, fever in my head. Molly said to Tinbrooks, you're looking mighty squirrel. Tinbrooks said to Molly, I'm leaving this old world, Lord, leaving this old world. Give old Tinbrooks the bridle and let old Tinbrooks run. Let old Tinbrooks run, Lord, let old Tinbrooks run. Don't catch old Tinbrooks and hitch him in the shade. We're gonna bury Molly in a coffin ready made, Lord, coffin ready made. Let old Tinbrooks run, Lord, let old Tinbrooks run.
Really been a pleasure to have all of you in the studio today. Lilly, really great to have you here in Fort Collins right now.
Thank you for inviting me, and I hope I can visit again and bring my band over. It was nice to meet you, and good luck with your show.
Thank you. Really incredible. And actually, we'll be touching base this Wednesday. We're going to record Lineage at Poudre School District Channel 10 along with some of Chad's bluegrass students. So you're going to be hanging out watching that go down. So that's really great. Really appreciate that. And where are you going from after Fort Collins? Where are you heading, Lilly?
I'm back to Nashville, and I have about 3 weeks there. I'm going to meet with some country music professionals and interview them. And then I'm back to D.C. For a couple of days, and I'll catch my flight to Bulgaria, middle of November.
Really been an honor to have you visiting here in the studio. And Lineage, gentlemen, want to thank you, Chad, Doug, and Mike. Really great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been fun.